Hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Genuine Room. Today I want to talk to you about a very important topic. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about today's topic. So today I want to talk about why believing in yourself will end at least 80% of your problems. And a lot of my problems initially for a very long time until I realized was that believing in yourself is super duper important. And it's like the main factor that one person needs in order to achieve great things, in order to achieve their calling in life, in order to achieve their path, in order to achieve any and everything they set their mind to. And my channel is all about self-help strategies, mastering yourself, walking the path that you desire to, generating and creating a new mindset so that you can achieve the things you want. And that is why this topic is so important, because I faced a lot of issues and struggles initially in the start, maybe in my childhood, maybe in my adulthood. And I'm just amazed and happy that universe could provide that insight to me to realize that majority of our problems are internal. Majority of the problems are this internal self-negative esteem that we have about ourselves, self-negative concept, that inner critic that we constantly get overwhelmed by. And no doubt, I'm not going to say that you didn't have external events and factors that play a huge part into why you had this self-inner critic in the first place. That conditioning as you were a young child, maybe from your schoolmates that you had to encounter when you were young. Maybe it could be a lot of family dynamics and trauma, and most likely it's also your past generational pass downs that each person has, your upbringing. It could be a lot of blockages, limiting beliefs. You could have a lot of young friends when you were young, a lot of negative events that you stored in your database, in your sub database. That database is called the subconscious mind, that you stored for a very long time. A shattered confidence, a low self-esteem, a shattered self-belief. And if you see all these major, very well-known people, they all must have overcome this. I'm sure they still have that inner self-critique that comes in between and tries to attack them when they want to achieve something. It's not easy for no one. There's a lot of famous people, if a lot of Bollywood people watching these, or Indian or Middle East people, you already know who Shah Rukh Khan is, and or well-known people if you're in the USA. I don't know, where, like maybe Tom Cruise, maybe Oprah Winfrey, maybe Tony Robbins. All these well-known people had to overcome their biggest fears, their tape recorder of low self-esteem beliefs that they had to overcome, face, and then ride the wave of reaching to their destination, or walking the path that they need to walk in order to receive that calling and fight their battles. So after you tend to recognize your limiting beliefs, after you tend to recognize your life, which is your biggest present moment that tells you where your life is, and then you have all this achieving ideas, this really huge vision that you want to accomplish. What happens when you're trying to go and increase that your life experiences, or you want to achieve something and you don't tend to achieve, rather you get bombarded with a lot of anxiety? worry, stress, limiting ideas like you can't achieve this, you can't get this, you shouldn't put that video out there, or you shouldn't join this group of people that could be like-minded people who have the same passion. If you are a dancer, you want to join a certain kind of crew or a group or academy that will help you. You are bombarded with those symptoms, with those anxiety, worry, stress, negative tape recorder that is stored in your brain that is continuously telling you not to move forward, telling you to stay on your path and not take next action. The good news here is that eventually nothing can stop you, not even yourself, not even the world around you, not even outsiders, not even people. Nobody can stop you from achieving what you are designed or what you're supposed to achieve. You will achieve. But my mission, or the reason I wanted to put this out here, because I finally cracked the code. I finally realized that all these things that you attract, be it people that verify what you think and believe. You probably will have chaos at your workplace, or you will probably have chaos in a relationship, or you probably have chaos in anything you're trying to that you're in, that will give you a reflection of how you feel about yourself. And the thing here is that when you believe, you can achieve. When you believe in yourself, you can automatically ignore that voice, or lower or tone down that volume with that voice that is causing you to not move forward. And when you understand this, and you automatically start deleting the old programs, the programming that you have conditioned for a very long time, that you've been walking a path that is full of symptoms, anxiety, worry, low self-esteem, insecurities. When you lower that volume down, you automatically start realizing that it's really just the idea of believing in yourself. And when you understand that, you automatically then start challenging any barriers, blockages, ideas that are restricting you from moving forward. You want to achieve 3 or 4 things at one time? Well, nobody's stopping you. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself. I'm not going to say that sometimes you don't have envious people walking your path, or you don't have people that taunt you and mock you, or you're so hyped up you want to achieve something, and then somebody comes through in your day. Maybe it could be a very close friend that comes through, and you tell them about something like, hey, I'm so excited, I want to achieve this or that, and then they throw out a very uninspiring idea about yourself, or they tell you how much you cannot achieve something, or they probably don't get as hyped up as you want. You already know what to do when that happens. You need to ignore such people that walk the path in your path in order for you to create extra blockages. And that is what I'm saying. There is that 20% of external factors that play a huge part in it, for you to create those distractions, those disturbances, those added pressure. Already you're dealing with so much of pressure, and that extra pressure that is causing you to make it easier, because life is not an easy walk in the garden. It definitely is it's a struggle. It's something that you have to overcome and achieve. But like I always said, the positive and great and amazing news is that along with these distractors, these people that come here in order to block you from reaching your goal, you also have good people. There will be someone on the other that will help you achieve what you need to achieve. But over all of that, the number one person that you have to rely on, that you have to generate new self-belief about yourself, or new positive feelings, is your own self, because you are your number one cheerleader that will help you even when you look around and no one is happy for your success, or no one is pushing you forward. You could have even your own family sometimes who don't believe in you, who will not believe in you, because it's designed that way. But guess what? If And this is everyone's story. I'm sure everybody resonates with this or will resonate with this when they recognize that, yeah, even your own family members, when sometimes you expect that they should believe in you, and they're having their own challenges as well. But that is when you recognize and understand that you are your ultimate self person that has to believe in their own self, because you cannot rely on anybody to cheer you on. Yes, you need that validation and support, but most of the times you need your own self. And then on the flip side, you do have years of practice of not believing yourself. So once you recognize that this is the ultimate source of all your problems, of all your symptoms, of all your anxieties, of all your worries, you automatically now have to use that as a way to keep generating more positive feelings for yourself. Every day affirming that you need to believe in yourself. Every day affirming and disregarding any old belief or thought that pops up. We all know what that thought is. Say you have to give a test tomorrow or an exam tomorrow, you have to go for an interview. There is that little inner voice that creeps up on you, or that shadow of yours that tells you, oh, you can't achieve it, you're not that great, you might give a wrong answer or whatever. Or you even go for the interview, and then following after that you get all those flooded thoughts of saying how not so great you did. But however, that is what makes life so amazing, because after you achieve later down in your senior years, you're going to feel great about yourself because you overcame those. And I'm telling you that every celeb or every well-known popular person has these days. There's no one on the planet that is just super great and they just don't have these feelings. But most of the times what people don't recognize is that where these old energies that are stuck, that is mostly coming from your thoughts. And once you recognize that, you automatically challenge yourself. And whenever you see yourself trying to achieve something, your old mindset will not let you. But that is when you have to shake from it. They're going to be haters, but once you believe in yourself, guys, once you truly believe in yourself, haters, distractors, people who don't believe in you, they don't even matter, because you automatically are the biggest cheerleader, the biggest self-verifier, the biggest person to push you towards what you want to achieve. You don't even need validation. I mean, you do need it, but it doesn't matter at that point anymore. And another thing is that if you guys haven't watched Tall Girl, I am so glad I came across it, because that sort of gives you an example. You guys should watch it. I watched both the parts, part 1 and part 2, and the story is great. She's a really tall girl in her school, and her life has been her biggest insecurity, because people have really mocked her for her height, and she had already felt this huge insecurity that she wasn't good enough because she was super tall. And then I think part 2 was the one that really hit me as well, because it told me how she managed to tone down that inner critic when she was trying to accomplish herself in theater. She wanted to do something in theater and get a really good part in it, and every time she would audition for it, or she had a part, her inner critic was the biggest insecurity that she had, and she had to fight it and tone it down, and eventually she was able to achieve. So that was a huge confirmer for me as well, to understand that, yeah, believing yourself, no matter who you are, what shape, what size, what insecurity, what childhood, what situation, if you're a loner on this planet and you don't have any friends, you don't have any tough circle, it's okay. You got to be your own tough circle, and eventually you will attract the people to be that added support. But you know what? If you don't believe in yourself, you're not that tough person or that tough cookie or for your own self, then no matter who comes around you, you're going to be struggling. So I believe this video is going to help a lot of people. I believe this video is going to set a lot of people free. They could be an added source that you want to speak with therapists or counselors to help you guide you, or life coaches that help you and guide you along the way. But do this work that is setting yourself free from your own self, which is believing in yourself and understanding the thoughts that generate the feeling and experiencing. And I'm so excited for you all because I know that this video will set you all free. And yeah, because I had to figure this out by myself as well, and I had to understand that majority 80% of my problems are happening from my own thoughts, and it's whatever I'm attracting. And following after that too, you would be attracting those challenges and tests that will help you generate new feelings and thoughts and condition new. It's just like any champion, any boxer, any athlete, you know, every match, every rehearsal helps them get into a performance, and then they're able to test their abilities out, and that's when they're able to enter into the championship. That's exactly how life is. You get challenges to test your abilities out so you can go to the next level, and the next level gets you stronger, and the next level gets you even more stronger. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post something new. Until then, my friends, I'm wishing you all the best. Take care and God bless.